Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a June pay period number 2 budget. So let's go ahead and get started. So, if you remember I think it was the monthly budget with me, how I was talking about, income need has to pick up, all that good stuff. Well, I did get a call. I like you guys know, I do have several retirement things going on. So for one of my things, it is a 457B, and when you leave a job, you can choose to withdraw it or you can leave it. So they did call me and ask me what I wanted to do, if I wanted to, leave it there and let it grow. Well, I definitely would have loved to do that, to leave it there, and let it grow. But we got hit with our move out fee for our apartment that we stayed in. So we moved out in May. They sent the final thing in. It was like June. It was like early June. So when I got that, obviously, as you saw in our monthly budget, we literally could only do so much. I think we had like $140 left over, or $104 left over. So I told them I wanted to keep it there when they first called. And then when we got hit with that bill, I'm like, this is going to wipe out our savings. My husband hadn't started yet working, because he started July 8th, but at that time he hadn't started working. And I'm like, we literally cannot not have money. Like, we cannot not have money in our savings. Like, that's just not an option. So I'm like, okay, so what, we talked about it. I'm like, what do you want to do? He's like, we just go ahead and pull it. So I did go ahead and pull that money, and I mean, it is what it is. Like, and we're young, we have time to continue to retire, add to retirement. We have several unoptional retirement plans with our work, like our jobs, and then we have, of course, our Roth that we contribute to, like on the side. But that's besides all of the retirement that we already have in place. And so I did go ahead and pull it, and it was at 4,000, but they did take taxes out, which I'm glad. But I still know I need to be looking on the lookout for a bill for taxes, probably. But we got $3,809, and then I had to go and cash the check because it was in my maiden name. So just dealing with all that. But I am glad that, like, I just feel like everything happens for a reason, honestly, because I would not have even, like, I feel like we would have just struggled. I'm just gonna be real. I feel like we would have just struggled because if they didn't call me and like let me know, hey, like, you have this opportunity. Like, the man was literally like this is your money. The reason he called me, I'm sure they call everybody, but on my separation paper it says that I left due to family death. And so, he called me. He's like, hey, when you have hardships and when you have hardships in your life, like, this money is here for you whenever you need it. He's like, whenever you need to take it, he's like, take it. And I just really appreciated that call because obviously I wouldn't just go and start searching for it. So the fact that they, reached out to me, that really meant a lot because we ended up needing it. So the move out, and if this is your first video, we had to pay several move out fees, and we had to pay to get into our new apartment. Everything kind of hit us at the same time. So we did dwindle our savings down already. But the move out fee was $1,769. Y'all, when I saw that, I literally said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? That's literally, I said, what are we going to do? So that's just a little, me sharing a little bit of our life, our hardships. We don't need. I'm just letting you know what it is, what happened. Okay, so we took that, we went ahead and I paid that, and then we're gonna put that back into our savings account. Then we put to the side $500 for rent because now that I'm seeing how real it get, I'm not letting up on none of these savings. That's gonna be the first thing that we focus on because I just can't. I don't know. That was just such a rough period in my life, and I hope I never have to go through anything like that again. All right. So for spending, we are gonna do 150 each person. And I'm glad to say my husband, he has started working. He really likes the job. So I'm gonna also put down here with spending work items, which we had to go to Burlington, and my husband had to order shoes as well because he had to have ESD shoes. Um, so we had ordered that, and then we went to Burlington and got him some shirts and some cargo pants and stuff. So that was really good. And then the last thing that we're gonna do with this budget is our binders. So for our binders, our living binder, which houses our groceries, our gas, all that kind of stuff, is going to get $281. And then our safety binder, which houses our emergency fund, our health fund, our family crisis fund, is going to get $475. And then our future binder, when we sat down to do this budget, we were trying to hit most of our envelopes because some of them obviously they had to get emptied for all of the stuff we had to deal with. But the future binder is getting $232, and then luxuries is going to get $59. So let's go ahead and calculate what we have here. So for our bills section, I didn't even label. I did label binders, but this is bills up here. This is spending down here. Okay, so for our bills, we had $1,769 plus the $500 we put to the side for rent. So this is $2,269. For our spending, we did 300 plus 193, and that is 493. Okay. And then for our binders, we have 281 plus 475 plus 232 plus 59. Okay, so this one is $1,047. And then let's just make sure that this balances out and that everything is accounted for. So for income, it's $3,809 minus $2,269 minus $493, and we should be left with $1,047. Okay, beautiful. All right, so that is our June pay period number two's budget, and I don't really have anything else to say. So thank you guys so much for stopping in and just supporting us throughout this hard time. We really, really appreciate it. I just cannot thank you guys enough. To the people who have been watching, those consistent 20 people, I love y'all. So thank you so much, and until next time.